What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And yes, it has been a long time. I'm not exactly too sure how long it's been, but I want to say it's been about 3 months. And holy crap, that is a while to go without uploading, especially when we're starting to make some momentum. But my life has taken a very drastic shift. As you can see, I'm in a new place. We'll get to that in a second. But yes, a lot has happened, and it has affected the weight loss per usual. I don't know if I ever showed this on camera. However, at the end of the last weight loss period, I got down to sub 260. Basically, as the title says, I did in fact take a diet break. Now here's why, okay? I had lost about 20 pounds, about 20 and some change. And right after, not directly, but very soon after that low weigh-in of 259, my life went into sort of an overdrive state, let's say. A lot of things happened at once that caused a major shift. And I made the executive decision that I was going to take a diet break while I worked through this insanely stressful time. I had been working like a dog, like crazy. I had to take a week-long road trip to get my fiance, who was in Ohio at the time, and I'm in Texas. I had to go there, I had to grab her, I had to bring her back. I moved, finally. I had been planning this move for a while, and I had actually put the pieces in place even while I was on the cut. But it finally all came together at once. So during this time, I was insanely stressed out. Mental stress, I was very fatigued, and my training had already been kind of subpar up until this point, but I had actually filmed like a week and a half worth of training footage that was going to become obsolete because of this time that I was going to have to take off. Because I had also decided at the same time that I was going to take this diet break, that I got to focus all my energy into moving. I got to focus all my energy into this road trip. And I got to focus all my energy into this transitionary period in which I'm taking a new direction in my personal life. So the training was not good to begin with, and it was on the back burner once again. Unfortunately, all of this is kind of just an excuse, right? However, now I'm in a much more secure place, especially mentally. I feel like I'm in a good spot and I can start making videos again. And I really want to start making videos again because I need a creative outlet. When I moved, I left behind a lot of stuff. My computer, as you guys already know, my computer is completely fucked. I've been editing on my laptop, which has been working pretty good actually. But yeah, my computer's been screwed, so I couldn't play games, for instance. I had to learn how to do a lot of things on the laptop that I had been doing on the computer. I left all my gaming stuff behind. Like I don't even have a TV. I don't have a TV. I don't have my Xbox. I don't got my Switch. I don't got nothing. With that itch needing to be scratched, and with feeling like I'm in a much more stable spot, I'm going to start making videos again, and of course, like always on this freaking channel, we're going to be resuming the cut. Now, I've weighed myself intermittently throughout this period. Like the heaviest I was in the last couple of weeks, and I mean literally like in the last 2 weeks because it took me that long to get a scale. It was probably in the low 270s, and on the lower side of where I was throughout intermittently these last couple of weeks has been in the high 260s. So we're in like a 4 or 5-ish pound range between, let's say, 268 and 273, let's just say. Gaining about 10 pounds back is obviously not ideal, but it's not unreasonable also. It's not great. I wish it wasn't the case. However, I'm not super worried about it because I do think it will fall off relatively quickly. Now, what happens next? Well, first and foremost, I'm back on the cut. I don't know if I ever talked about cutting calories and macros before, but they will be the same as what I was doing previously, because I don't think my body has changed enough to change any of those variables. And because I haven't been really tracking my weight and I haven't been tracking my calories, I don't really know what my true maintenance is, so we're just gonna stick with what was before. Number two, I'm gonna get back into uploading training footage. I wanna try to record as many sets, as many days, not skip any exercises, create a real training log. That's kind of the content that I like watching. It's boring, it's not interesting, and it also doesn't help if you're not invested in the person, but I can't help it that I enjoy that kind of content. I don't care if it really gets views. That's not really what I'm trying to do here. I just like documenting my training and talking about training, and I love training. Fuck. Like, that's just my thing, okay? What's kind of exciting about right now is that in 6 weeks, I'm going on a little trip. It's not a crazy vacation, not a week-long trek or some sort of beach type vibe, but it's gonna be a really great trip. My whole family's gonna be there, and I wanna go hard in the paint up until this trip. I'm talking strict, not cheating on my diet, hitting all my macros, doing all my cardio. You know, I've been skipping cardio like crazy. I need to stop doing that. Sam Sulek would be disappointed in me with the amount of times that I've skipped cardio. It'll be a great litmus test to see what happens when I actually lock in, as the kids say. One final note, because I've been so intermittently on and off training. In fact, in August, I've only worked out 5 times. I don't know what my body is at, like what kind of stress it can handle. Because in the past, what has happened is I've overestimated my body's capabilities and I've come back too fast and I've injured myself. I really, 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 really do not want that to happen this time. So, the program that I'm currently on is a comeback program. I'm still going to have to decide whether I want to run the 4-week version or the 2-week version. I am leaning towards the 4-week version just because I've been out for so long. The issue is I don't want to waste a lot of time. There's only about 17, almost 18 weeks left in the year that could leave some breathing room for some PRs. Getting injured so close to the end of the total specialist really messed me up, and I still haven't recovered fully. The injury feels good. Shoulder feels fine. But mentally, I'm just not there. That's why I'm leaning towards the 4-week version, because it's a longer ramp. You start at 50%, then it goes to 60%, then it goes to like a range. I think it's like 62 to 65 or something. And then it goes to another range in the final week, which is like 67 to 70 or something like that. And it's like low volume. We're talking like 2 or 3 sets of 5, you know, nothing crazy. And then afterwards, if I'm going to go the smart and safe way, is I want to run an accumulation phase. Low intensity, but high volume. It's designed to get your fitness up. Muscle hypertrophy is more of a goal than strength. Some people call these hypertrophy blocks, right? But I call it accumulation phase because of the fitness component. You're basically hammering the volume in so that your fitness is up, so that when the intensity comes in, you're more ready to handle that from a physical perspective versus a hypertrophy block, in which a lot of times during hypertrophy blocks, people rotate out comp exercises completely. And I don't want to do that. Like, I've tried the bodybuilder way, and the powerlifter in me cannot, it just can't do it. I love SBD too much. Every time they're not in my program, I always feel like I'm leaving something on the table. It's just not enjoyable for me. I also wanted to run a power building routine. I miss the power building ways, but power building has reputation as a programming methodology has taken a huge hit in the last few years. The whole you can't ride 2 horses with one ass thing, you know, I have to believe my ass is fat enough. Like, I just have to believe it because I just love power building so much. I could go either way. So it's going to be something like a hypertrophy block, or it's going to be a power building program. If there's something you want to see, let me know. If not, I'll probably have to flip a coin or something. That's where I've been. New place. It's going to be interesting to see how we put this together. And yeah, life is extremely stressful right now. But the best time to start working on your goals was yesterday. And the second best time is today. and I still want to lose this fucking weight, even if it doesn't help me in any way, mentally. I just want to do it because I promised myself I would, and I'm tired of breaking promises to myself. That is it. Hope you guys didn't miss me too much, and I'm back, and I'll see you in the next one.